Hi guys, welcome once again to my channel. So now I'll be talking about how the big players operate in the market, right? Yes. So we have few points here which I'll be talking about, right? The first point now is why the big players takes out liquidity to enter a trade, right? So every trade needs a buyer and a seller, right? Every trade needs a buyer and a seller. So one of the major reasons why the big players takes out liquidity in the market is to avoid spillage, right? And what is spillage? Okay, let me explain better in a layman language. Now, for example, I want to sell my clothes for $500, right? And no one is willing to buy that clothes at $500. Then I reduce the price to $300. Then the difference now in between these prices, $200, is my spillage. That is my spillage, right? So now I'll be walking around on the second point. The second point says, what if the big players enter without taking out liquidity? Yes, what if the big players enter without taking out liquidity? Now, institutional trade, institutions like bank, right? They trade with massive capitals. You know, if they just enter at market price without having to stop loss, there may not be enough opposite orders available to match their size. You understand this? Yes. So I'm going to explain. So if they want to enter a trade to buy, they need 7 orders to enter the trade. So as vice versa without spillage. Right? So let me explain it. Right, remember I said every trade needs a buyer and seller, right? So now, let me say now, the big players wants to buy 5 BTC at $100,000. Now, for them to buy this 5 BTC at $100,000, they need a seller who will sell this 5 BTC at the same price, right? This is exactly what it's saying. So, if they want to enter a trade to buy, they need 7 orders to enter that trade, so as vice versa, that spillage, right? So they need someone to sell to them to enter that order, that is to buy that BTC without causing any spillage at the exact price they want to buy. So now, I'll be going over there, and so here, which when they want to enter a trade and there are not enough sellers available to sell, so they can buy, then they push price over prices where big trade traders are actively in the market, which are liquidity pools we see in the chart, just like trendline liquidities, support and resistance, and equal highs and whatsoever. So these obvious prices, these obvious patterns in the chart, these are where the big players actually make their plans, right? So which are the liquidity pools we see on the chart, waiting to buy as trend lines, just like I said, support and resistance. Then as soon as that liquidity, as soon as they take out the stop loss of those retail traders, now, which is the liquidity, which means the assets of those retail traders bought at a certain price was sold at a certain price. Yes, because those retail traders who bought at that trend line, remember their stop loss, once price hits their stop loss, meaning that that asset they bought was sold at that price of their stop loss, which immediately is sold. All those orders now, which is now liquidity, now gives the big players opportunity. That is a selling order for them to buy whatsoever or assets they want to buy. So after this, now the big players will be willing, just like I said, to buy at that price they want, because there are orders to be sold at that price, which is the stop loss, right? Which was the stop loss that was hunt, right? So this is exactly how the big players actually operate in the market.